But that time spent watching anime.
Is
every-
Firefighters still... Is that airing yet?
Which one?
Soul Firefighters?
Yeah, it's already.
Is it good?
Yeah. Well, I'll explain later.
Because I haven't started...
It's not bad. Let's look into it.
Oh, he doesn't like it.
He doesn't like it.
He doesn't like it.
He doesn't
Check
like
what I
it.
scored. Watch.
How many,
I'm not gonna touch it.
how many episodes are there?
Like 3.
You can't score it.
Check it. Check
Get
it.
rid
Check
of
my
that
score.
I'm,
Check my score.
I'm not checking anything.
Check my score.
I ain't checking.
We talked about it in episode 6 of BakaTaka. Score big. It was you're able to score something.
I swear,
and
you're
change
like,
it later.
You're like Rain
because-
Man or something. You just know exactly.
It's literally the title of the episode.
Hey, you punk! That better not be the smell of slacking off! It's a kiss, sir! A kiss! Roger that!
What's a fun house?
Don't hold me back!
Unbelievably dull.
Thirdly, what jolly holiday ideas have you come up with?
All right, which one of you is next? Step forward.
Penalty!
Hey everybody, it's season 2, and you know what that means? That means that it's time for more everything, more awesome, more action, more adventure, more than anything. And you know what else it means? It means that this intro is going to go on a lot longer. How much longer? Only one way to find out. See if I pop up randomly later in this episode with a random part of the intro. Welcome to BakaTaka, everybody, season 2!
Wait, are you saying there's gonna be like a disjointed intro?
I did not say that.
Are you trying to bait people to watch more?
Are you trying to bait people to watch more?
I didn't think about it that way, but
Yeah. You're
So
baiting.
yes, now that you think about it, is the answer yes?
You're baiting people.
You're
I'm
baiting
a
people.
baiter. I'm just trying to fish for those views. That watch time. Hey everybody, welcome to BakaTaka, Season 2, Episode 1. Sitting in their usual spot on the left, it's George.
Hey.
In the middle, it's the one and only, it's Eric.
It's still me.
And I'm flying fists and feet through the air. I'm Kick Puncher / Chase. Woohoo! And you're listening to BakaTaka Season 2. It's been a while since we recorded here, all three of us.
It's only been a couple weeks.
It's been 5 weeks.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, we
yeah.
recorded
Yeah.
off site that one
Yeah.
week.
Yeah, and
It's
then
been
you
all
weren't here last
disjointed
week.
everywhere and stuff
I mean,
like
it's
that.
not that disjointed.
But we're back.
Not really,
we
but
had the filler episode.
We're
Yeah.
back and we're better than ever.
I don't know about that.
It's hot as hell today. So
It's so
It's
gross.
It is a little. Out
It's
there.
like high 90s and like
Yeah.
100% humidity.
like we just walked out there, just boom,
Yeah,
sweat.
it's not good.
Yeah, it's gross.
Let's see. We'll start things off with some news. What do you guys have? I don't have anything. What do you guys
I
have?
got a little bit of news involving. So Persona news came out literally like the day after we did the.
Wait, it did?
Yeah. So they a new trailer for Royal came out.
Was it
Oh, I heard
character
about
trailer
that.
or something? Like that?
No, it's just like a small gameplay and stuff like that. They showed a new baton chaining that you can like baton chain through your entire team. The new girl is a ballerina, straight up.
Okay,
She's a
I got
ballerina.
that from the. Or I
Well-
thought she was a dancer.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
I think she's a dancer, but I think it's ballerina focused.
Gotcha.
Her gun is a lever action rifle,
Oh.
so she holds the lever and she pumps it. Yeah,
Okay, that's
so
pretty
when,
cool.
when she points the gun, it goes kunk 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 kunk. It's really
Nice.
cool. There's a new confidant that was released, the consultant.
Okay. Is that the guy?
Yeah, the guy
The
with
guy
like
with the
the
blue
like
hair or whatever.
wavy hair, stuff like that.
Gotcha.
New events were shown. There was a New Year's event where they're all dressed up in their kimonos.
Okay, yeah.
So there was a new character shown in LeBlanc that was sitting with Shojiro, the main character, Futaba, and another girl that was just kind of sitting at the table. I don't know who she was. But the character, Morgana was dubbing over it, and he said his famous line, Waga Hai, which
Uh-huh.
when he refers to himself. And the character that was sitting there looked a lot like Morgana in a human form.
So they're doing a teddy thing?
Maybe, but he had very blue glowing eyes, black hair, looked
Yellow scarf.
I didn't see a scarf, but it was just black shirt.
He didn't
blue
have that
glowing eyes.
Ryuji scarf on
Nah.
over there?
But yeah, he said Waga Hai. He looks like Morgana with like the blue glowing eyes.
Hey.
And there was another girl sitting with Futaba, but they didn't show anything else about her. But those are the main things: is
Okay.
new girl's a ballerina, new confidant, the new baton system, and Morgana potentially being a human.
Whole bunch of new.
Yeah. It looks cool.
I'm excited.
I'm excited too. I still need to buy a PS4, but like you said, wait for Black Friday and
Yeah.
I mean, the game's gonna come out after Black Friday, isn't it? It's
Yeah, it
like
comes out
holiday
next year
season.
for
Yeah,
us.
it's a 2020.
Oh yeah, that's true. I
Yeah.
was thinking,
Yeah.
Japan releases like
Did
holidays.
you
but-
get? I assume not, but you haven't got around to playing 3 or 4 yet.
No.
After we did the filler episode that you guys should check out,
Hey,
I thought I got my Vita out and brushed it
Dusted it
down,
off.
wiped it off.
yeah.
I was like, I think I want to play 4. I don't know. I fired it up and I got through like the first like hour tutorial
yeah.
where you get Jiraiya for
Wait, which game is this? This
Persona
4
4 Gold.
is that like? Because how many versions of 4 are there?
2.
There's 2: the
Yeah.
console and
Yeah,
then the
Vita.
the Vita version.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the one that
Yeah,
you
you have
lent me
gold.
is okay. That's the Vita version, but on
Yeah.
okay. Just making sure.
Yep.
Just want to be on the same page.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I got through like the first like hour and a half where you get Jiraiya for Kosuke,
Okay,
and
yeah.
then it's like level 3. You're in your house, and I saved. I was like, yeah, that's good enough.
Persona 4 and Persona 5 take a while to actually start.
Yeah.
You know, there's a lot of
I mean, even Persona 3 takes a little bit to start.
Persona 3 takes a little bit, but it kind of throws you in like
Yeah.
the action like
Yeah.
immediately because Tartarus is like that's like the entire like gameplay pretty much other than the boss fights.
Yeah.
So
I mean, this is
and,
not the
yeah, throws you in there pretty early.
this is not the Persona episode though. So
Yeah.
I just want to talk about it's only like a minute and a half trailer. So
Okay.
you just gotta look at it and see all the stuff. But she's obviously a new character, Phantom Thief.
All right.
So
George, you got any news?
No, not real. Like literally, no.
yeah.
Like nothing has happened.
Yeah.
I've barely been watching anything.
yeah,
I'm just.
it's been
It's been a.
I don't know.
it's been
Summer's usually kind
busy.
of dry.
Yeah.
Not like a joke about the weather, but it's just
No, yeah.
dry. Not a whole lot
Certainly.
happens.
The weather is not dry.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
No, I haven't. Yeah, I haven't even started anything this season.
Yeah, me neither.
if that's the case, we'll move on to what we've been watching / playing. I
I mean, did we literally have no other news?
I don't have any news.
Oh.
I mean, we got the release date for Luigi's Mansion 3. It's Halloween.
Yeah,
so
I mean,
that's pretty dope.
The new Fire Emblem will be released next week.
Oh wow, that's
I think it's 27th. I think is when it releases.
Okay.
Yeah, I got a
The
pre-order.
3 houses.
Yeah, I got a pre-order. I'm pumped up.
Is there 3 versions of that game, or
I-
is it just one?
I think it's one version
One
with 3
version.
arcs.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah,
Yeah, because I think the model for Birthright and Conquest was cool, but needing to buy literally 3 separate games. It's
yeah,
kinda stupid.
that's not cool.
Yeah,
Like Pokemon is
Yeah.
already like buy 2 games just to be able
Yeah.
to get all the Pokemon. I don't want to buy 3 games to
Yeah.
get the whole story. That's
yeah.
it's
So
ridiculous.
just buying one game, and I think being able to play all 3 houses or whatever story is
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Because it's a
I'm-
$60 game.
I'm on the edge of getting that. I've
Mhm.
never played Fire Emblem before. I've never gotten into
Yeah.
it. But I
Mhm.
like the idea of it, the turn-based strategy kind of thing,
Oh, yeah.
and I like the story of it. Sounds
Oh, yeah.
really good from what they've shown and what I've seen.
The stories are always fun. There's as much as like people might ridicule you for like playing on Phoenix or normal mode. I mean, it's perfectly fine
Okay.
because you just want to get through the story and have fun. Like if you go through the story like normal Phoenix to learn the mechanics, that's fine.
The problem is I've got no time to play games, and I've got games that I already haven't played.
Yeah.
It's like, do I need to be buying more? Because I want to get that.
Mm-hmm.
I want to get Astral Chain.
Yeah.
I want to get Luigi's Mansion 3. That one's way off though, and
Yeah.
I'm definitely gonna buy that, and I'm definitely gonna play that. I love Luigi's Mansion, and they're
Yeah.
usually
Yeah.
they're much shorter than
Yeah.
I don't know Fire Emblem would be.
I mean,
You
Luigi's
know,
Mansions are anywhere between like what 10 and 20 hours.
I think both of
Oh.
the first 2 were. Yeah,
Yeah.
they're not long games.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought they were shorter than that.
Well, Luigi's.
I think just like a straight casual playthrough, you can get through it in about 10
Oh,
to
yeah.
20.
Gotcha.
No, if you know what you're doing, like if you've played Luigi's Mansion once or twice before, you can get through that game in like 3-4 hours, not
Yeah.
speed running it.
Yeah.
You know, it's just
I mean,
If
that's
you
how
know
it
what
is
you're
with
doing,
a
it's
lot of
fast.
games, like Kingdom Hearts. I think I talked about this like in episode 1 or something a long time ago.
Yeah.
One of the trophies is to beat the game in like 6 hours, 5 hours.
oh,
You
wow.
can do that super easy. Yeah, I think I beat the game.
That's
in like 4
weird
hours.
thinking about because I remember playing Kingdom Hearts 1. I was just
Yeah.
like, why is it, man, like this game?
Well, like my first
Okay.
save file was like 60 some hours, and then I saw the trophy. I was like, okay, how can I do this? So I literally looked up a speed run and just followed him through. And I was like, I got through in like 4 hours.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Dang.
Yeah. So I mean,
Easy.
games are really short if you know what you're doing.
Oh, Astral Chain is coming out soon.
Yeah.
Like, what, mid-August or so?
Yeah, I think it's September.
Is it September?
I think
Yeah,
so.
yeah. I think
But,
that's-
Pre-order and preload. I think you can preload
I think you're
on your
pretty
Switch.
okay, I'm not.
I know you
didn't-
can pre-order.
I bought it physical, so I can't.
Okay,
preload.
but I know you can
Yeah.
pre-order it right now.
Okay.
And
I'm
then
excited. I'm
yeah.
really excited for Astral
It
Chain.
looks really good.
So just since we're on the topic of video games, and it seems like there's not a whole lot that we're gonna have to talk about, seeing as Eric and I haven't watched
Well,
anything.
So that's what I was also gonna say is that I'm probably gonna. I really want to play more games.
Okay, yeah, I
Yeah,
want
I was sitting in my I rearranged Georgia's seen it, but I rearranged like everything where my computer is. I
Okay.
somehow got it all
It's
in my
nice.
room.
Whoa, really?
I got
Yeah.
that dumb little closet I sleep in.
Yeah.
Got everything.
Your
in
Harry
there.
Potter room?
Yeah. I got everything in there. And I was sitting there the other day because
That's insulting to Harry Potter's room.
yeah, it is. But I was sitting in there
That's
the other
insulting
day.
to Eric's room.
It's insulting to Emily because she looks like Harry Potter.
Oh,
Whoa!
But back on
You can't just
topic.
call it out like that on a podcast.
Do you think she listens?
Yeah.
She's commented. But anyways,
First, so does it really count?
I rearranged everything. I was sitting there because the internet was bad and I couldn't do as much as I normally like to do because I was playing like Teamfight Tactics on League, but that's a whole side story. I was sitting there because I had a Tokyo Xanadu
Oh, yeah.
on PS4 and Resonance of Fate, the one made by Tri-Ace.
Yeah,
where
the
they
one
all
with the
have
fruit
guns.
characters.
Yeah, they
and
have guns
Yeah,
and
it's got that
grenades.
cool mechanic.
Yeah, the fights you have to like plan out their movements and stuff.
Yeah.
I was sitting there looking at those, like I really want to like sit down and play these and finish them.
I really want to get into Tokyo Xanadu. I just never got around to
Yeah,
buying it.
I bought it on sale one time for like $20.
What is Tokyo Xanadu?
It's a JRPG and it's in the style of like Phantasy Star.
It's in the style of Fantasy
Star.
Star, and they take a lot of liberties of like Persona mechanics for like social stuff, social events.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like they literally have like I think there's a dish, like a food dish in the game that's named Chie or has Chie in it. They
It's
just-
like steak or something like
Yeah,
that.
they just have like homages to like Persona and things where they take
Yeah.
inspiration from.
It doesn't look like, especially like the interface and stuff like that, it doesn't have as much style as the
Yeah.
Persona games because those games are filled with stuff.
I mean, it's a Falcon game, right?
I think so.
Yeah, I think it's Falcon. It's either Falcon or Xseed. One of the JRPG.
I know
games that based over.
some like action RPG from Compile Heart came out,
Uh-huh.
and I keep thinking that, but I was just like, no, it's not that.
Yeah.
It's definitely not.
I've heard it's a very average game. It's not bad, but it's
Right,
not going
right.
to blow your socks off. But it's a
Right.
good game to sit down and play.
That sounds like what people said about Digimon Cyber Sleuth.
I heard Cyber Sleuth was really good.
Yeah, so they were like what they expected, like the old school like Digimon and stuff
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
And then they're like, what I got, and they're like Persona kind of mixed with like all these other things.
Yeah, I heard it was a little bit dark.
Well, I mean, it is a T-rated game.
Yeah,
for-
but I
and
mean, like
Digimon's
there's like a dark story overtone to it.
Ooh.
Because I have Cyber Sleuth on Vita, and I only played a little bit of it,
Yeah.
but I never got around to. I have all these random games that I never got
Yeah.
around to.
I've got the Tales of Hearts R on Vita. that.
I have Tales of Vesperia on my Switch. I bought it like the day it launched on digital.
That's
Haven't touched it.
the one that was on 360, right?
Yeah.
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 Man,
Wow.
Yeah,
I heard that one's pretty good.
it is really good.
Pretty dink awesome.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, before we went and talked about that, what I was trying to bring up was the fact that since we don't have a whole lot to talk about, I just wanted to kind of get your guys' opinion on physical or digital purchases.
Oh,
Because I'm starting to get to the point where I think I'm gonna go more digital than I have.
oh,
Because I don't know. For me, I was always physical. I want to own the game.
yeah.
And I want to have it.
Yes.
If
Mhm.
I don't want to lose access to the game just because some service shuts down or something,
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like, by the time these games lose access, like I would lose access to these games, I'm probably never going to play them again.
Yeah.
Because
Because I mean, it's like the Wii.
Yeah.
Store finally shut down, but
Yeah.
like the Wii store,
Oh.
not like Wii U. So
Yeah.
So it's like,
these stores will be around for a while.
yeah, no, they definitely will. But I think I'm going to start doing more digital purchases because it's nice. It's convenient. You can keep all of
Yeah.
your games. You don't have to switch out cartridges.
Yep.
You can carry them all with you. Like, really, the only downsides are it's not physical. If it goes away, it just goes away.
Yeah.
Unless you have it downloaded. I guess I would assume if it's like the Wii, if you download the game, then you still have the game as long as it stays downloaded. Obviously, no updates, but whatever.
I mean, you can get past that.
Yeah, exactly. You can still play the game.
Yeah. I mean, you can even do things like download the patch and patch it yourself. That's an option.
I mean, good luck doing that on a Switch.
Well, you can hack Switches pretty easy now.
Yeah, you actually can.
Yeah, there's something I find really special though about just like having a physical copy of the game,
and that's where I like for special edition stuff. Still,
collector's edition, special editions.
Yeah, collector's editions. The only way to do it is physical,
I was
and I would
say
still be
even
into
further
those.
than that. Like even just like the cases and stuff like that. Like I like looking. You guys know, like stack your games over there and so that I really like just kind of like looking at them even, and then like being like, I really want to play.
Well, see, the thing I
have is like having it like literally sitting in front of you. And
what I have a problem with physical stuff now is I used to enjoy. We talked about this like a month ago or something, but you used to get instruction booklets, like stickers, maps, a bunch of. You don't get that anymore.
You haven't got that for a while.
I'm literally getting it for the case art, which is now just printed on the digital icons.
Even the Switch, it's just like there is no like manual in it. It's just a digital manual. Most of them are, in fact.
The only reasons that I can think of besides wanting to have the feel of physical or just to make sure that you'll never lose access to the game, the only other two things I can think of are if you're someone who wants to share your games a lot, like you want to hand a disc or cartridge to your friends so they can play it. Can't do that with digital. Though it does seem, again, I don't have a PS4, but the PlayStation does do stuff like that. Like you can share digital games with your friends.
Yeah, you can connect your account up to 2 consoles.
Okay.
I know the Xbox has a big thing.
And also only one can be primary, which means that only one can play the digital games offline. Two can be connected to it and activated with it, but only one can be like, this is my console. This is my brother's console.
Okay.
Because I know the Xbox has the game share library, which people like college students and like frat house and everything, they all share like their Xboxes so they can share games with each other.
Okay, so Xbox and
and then Steam has I think it's still in beta, but it's like the friends and family thing.
I've heard
where you designate a different computer or person as a family
that's
member, and they can connect to your Steam account.
So the question, though, being a Nintendo junkie, will Nintendo ever have that?
A digital
in any recent time period?
Stadia is kind of testing out the waters for the streaming stuff like that.
That's gonna be interesting.
And I think it's like we're pretty far away from just having like only stream games.
So streaming games is iffy because you have to have internet, good internet to play it, And I think the only way you can share games on Switch right now is you have it on the Switch and you make a new profile that somebody else can use. But it's still just one Switch.
Yeah, exactly. You can't just share it to another Switch. And I don't know if Nintendo will adopt that. They certainly won't adopt it anytime soon.
No.
If ever. Because, I mean, they haven't really even got their online in order yet.
Yeah, their netcode is still awful.
But Tetris 99, guys.
And I mean...
Best Battle Royale.
Yeah. And they just have a stranglehold on their own market of games.
They really do. And the other instance where I can understand buying digital would be someone who has young kids. Just honestly, if you have a Switch, those cartridges, I know they flavor them with that stuff so like kids won't eat them.
Yeah.
I've tested it out. It works. But no, I haven't tested it on any kids. I've licked it myself and it tastes bad. That's all I'm saying. Calm down.
I
had to go lick one now to see what it tastes like.
Wait.
What?
Do we get it now?
No,
we're not doing it. We have to have the live reaction.
I'm not licking one live.
We have to have the live reaction so that way it's genuine.
I'll do it after the podcast.
Do it after.
Do it for the views.
But
do it for the vibe.
Yeah, it's the same kind of stuff that they would put in like, I don't know, rat poison or something.
Yeah.
It's just a awful flavoring that doesn't affect the product at all, doesn't hurt anything, non-toxic. It just if someone gets it in their mouth, you're gonna be like, I don't want this in my mouth, and then you won't have it. And just having a digital version, kind of hard for a kid to put that in their mouth.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, I feel so when I was holding the little Switch games and like even like DS cartridges and stuff.
Yeah,
like that.
yeah. I think DS cartridges.
Yeah.
I think only
Switch
some had
games
stuff
feel,
like that.
Yeah.
Switch games feel a little
So-
fragile
What
compared to DS cartridges.
what freaked me out was when I was upstairs. Like I would like get anxiety holding them. Like if I was over a vent or anything.
Yeah.
I'd be like, am I going to drop this? And is this going to go into the vent? I'm going to lose it forever.
Cool.
Like physical, they're so small.
But
They are.
and yeah, because when you have a disc, you're like, I could literally like just scratch this, but I feel more confident because it's bigger and I can actually like hold
Yeah.
it.
Especially like Wii U discs.
Yeah.
Those things were sturdy. They were sturdy
Throw them
discs.
at a wall.
Yeah. Well, I mean, now you're getting like these tiny, like little SSD cartridges,
Yeah.
and you're just like, I think it's just me
Yeah.
getting old. Like
Mhm.
it's so much anxiety just holding them now.
They even feel like you can like just crush it.
Oh yeah, whenever I hold,
it,
I feel like I can just snap.
yeah, it feels very not good quality, but at the same time, I don't think it
But
needs
like
to be
I
good
know
quality.
it's. But the thing is, I don't think you. I think if you went out
it's
of your
more-
way to, you
it's-
probably
it's-
could.
Yeah,
but
it's more that when you shake it, you
Nintendo
can hear
does
it
some-
clacking on the
Yeah,
inside.
Nintendo does some crazy stuff to make sure their stuff will hold up
I
because they
don't
know
know,
their
man.
target audience is
I
children.
mean,
When
Right,
I dropped
but-
my DS one time in the dirt and stuff like that, and it breaks that like hinge that's supposed to hold it on.
The hinge was
And-
like the weakest part of the
Yeah.
DS.
Yeah, I
yes.
know. It's
But
like
they still did a lot of
it's like they
testing to make sure that was
So-
good. They did what they could with it.
But you
Yeah.
can say they do a lot of testing or whatever to make it hold up,
Mm.
but their Joy-Cons still drift.
They do drift a
So
little.
I haven't
Mine-
had a drift problem yet.
I have not had it either. I have felt it on your guys' though.
I mean, I don't use my Joy-Cons a whole lot. I have a Pro.
It was yours or Jeff's. It was at
probably
your
Jeff.
house.
It was probably
yeah.
Jeff's.
Is
I
it,
don't think you
is
use
it the
mine.
joystick that drifts?
Yeah.
I have not
Yeah,
experienced
yeah.
it anywhere.
It just doesn't lock.
Yeah,
properly.
so it starts drifting, and then when you try to fix it, it doesn't zero in on it. It's permanently drifted.
Wait, you're making it sound like you're not talking about the joystick. Are you talking about the joystick, or are you talking about the little
the
slide?
Joy-Con.
Not
Yeah.
not the whole
Yeah,
Joy-Con.
yeah.
It's the joystick on the Joy-Con.
Yeah,
Oh,
No,
I thought you were
he's-
talking about the Joy-Con.
he's
No.
talking about the Joy-Con fitting into the rail.
No, I'm talking about like the joystick not zeroing in and it drifts.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, and there's nothing you can do to fix it other than buying a new Joy-Con.
Joy-Con, yeah.
Continuing.
Apparently, it's a really big problem, but
Yeah.
I haven't had it yet.
I have not had.
I haven't-
that.
I
didn't
haven't
know that
noticed either
At the
because I
same
use the Pro
time,
controller.
yeah. At the same time, I typically use the Pro controller when I'm playing because I don't play on the go all that
Yeah.
often.
Where's my D-pad?
D-pad.
I want to play on the D-pad.
You know,
I mean,
Hori actually makes a controller with a D-pad on it.
With Joy-Cons?
Yeah, it's a Joy-Con.
Or is
It's-
it like a Pro controller?
No, it's a Joy-Con.
Yeah.
It's just it replaces those with a D-pad.
Yeah, and Hori is
apparently
really good
it's-
quality too.
It's it's pretty good quality.
Why didn't you
The
guys
only
tell me about that?
you didn't know about that. The thing is, it doesn't have HD Rumble.
Yeah.
I don't care about that.
I know you
for
don't,
Smash
but
Brothers.
it so yeah.
I want that D-pad so I can just.
The weird thing is, I don't know if they sell it as a set though. So it might just be the one side
Right.
with the D-pad,
Mhm.
Still doesn't matter.
but it's got like this weird it's this weird Legend of Zelda like translucent black with gold
Oh yeah, yeah,
I don't know, marks on it,
yeah.
gold print on it.
Yeah.
That's like, you know, Legend of Zelda-esque.
Yeah.
But the thing is, I don't think they sell it in, you know, a pair of Joy-Cons, which means you have one that has this design on it and another that's just whatever
Right.
color it is.
Yeah.
But at the same
It's
time,
kinda weird.
I still would only be using one.
But no, I've
I
seen
mean,
reviews
like-
for it and people are like, it's a D-pad.
Woo!
It works. It's good. They
I
especially
am-
like it for like
Mhm.
classic, you know.
I'm
old
so excited
style
because
games.
that was like my biggest disappointment with Smash Brothers.
Yeah.
I was just like,
I play a lot
it
of-
doesn't feel right.
I play a
Like,
lot of
the movement
JRPGs, and it's just annoying to use the joystick to go through menus and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just easier to just press a D-pad.
like there's
Yeah.
something about it. It's like it almost doesn't register like a lot of like inputs or whatever on it, or
Mhm.
like it registers them like as angles first or something like that. I don't know. Maybe I'm just holding it weird.
Maybe.
Maybe.
I think the Joy-Cons are frankly cheaply made. They're probably just like 3D printed.
Well, I wouldn't say they're
Not 3D printed, first of all. Definitely not
Just
3D
cheap-
printed.
just cheap
I don't
3D
think
printed.
they're that cheaply made. I mean, like they feel pretty.
The Joy-Con.
Can you even cheaply 3D print mass parts like that? I don't think you can, Eric.
You probably could.
No.
You probably could.
No.
I would put it. Well, you're probably right. It's probably not cheaper to 3D print it.
It's not 3D
But
printed.
The Joy-Cons feel
Yeah.
cheap.
No, I think that's
To me.
fair overall. They do feel kind of cheap.
To me, it was more of the screen. The screen felt a little like I could break it easily.
I mean, the entire Switch feels like I could just crack it over my hand.
Yeah.
But
It seems like the
If you wanted
least
to.
sturdy thing Nintendo has made almost.
well, because I mean it's just one
DSi,
long
man.
Yeah.
flat piece because it doesn't have structure like on itself
Plus-
to fold like
Plus,
a
it gives you
DS.
those options
Yeah.
by being, like that, and which is why they made the light or whatever.
Yeah,
is
so
that what it's called?
So that's the other thing. What do you think about that? The Switch Lite, and also the fact that we're getting an upgraded Switch. I don't know if I don't think they actually announced it as like a whole new thing.
What do
but
we-
essentially,
what do we
it's
think
getting an
about the Switch
upgraded.
Lite?
Yeah, there's a Switch Lite, which is
Okay.
smaller, has the
Mhm.
Joy-Cons permanently attached. They don't
Yeah.
come off. It's just a single system. It's
I don't
totally
like it.
portable. Okay, well, hold on. And then the other thing they're doing is they are upgrading the original Switch.
Switch Pro.
It's gonna have. I don't think they're calling it Switch Pro or anything.
Switch
I think
Plus.
I think it's just a Switch. It's just a new gen
Upgraded hardware?
essentially. Yeah, it's just upgraded hardware.
Oh,
is
new
it like
Switch.
It's not
is it like a new
it's not a
3DS?
Switch Pro. It's not a Switch Plus
It's
or
a new
Switch
Switch.
XL. It's the same Switch.
Well, I mean, is it like the
upgraded?
but is it like the
internal hardware.
3DS, the new 3DS, where they just upgraded hardware?
I guess it would be like that, but they're not. From what I understand, they're not treating it as a separate product.
Yeah.
I think it's still just going to be Switch.
It's just like a patch,
Better CPU, I
A
believe.
patch that you can't get on
and,
the
a
other
hardware patch.
Yeah,
And I
that you
think-
can't get on the older.
So here's the thing. From what I heard, the biggest change is it'll be more efficient just because of the upgraded CPU.
Yeah.
But also,
We'll have a higher
the-
resolution.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I didn't do any research into it though, so I could be wrong. Hopefully, it has more.
60 frames.
Probably not. Probably not. But the battery is supposed to last up to 2 hours longer,
this is
Okay.
for the new Switch,
which is
or
nice.
the
And I'm
Lite?
not sure the new
the new Switch.
the new Switch.
Okay.
We're calling it the way they called it. We made fun of them for calling it the new 3DS.
Yeah,
XL.
because you go to GameStop and it's like, would you like a new 3DS XL?
Can I get
or
a
would
new
you like
3DS XL? Do you
would
want like a new 3DS XL or
Or
a new
used-
new 3DS XL?
You want to use new 3DS XL?
It's like, what do you mean?
So my only
but
complaint with this,
I don't know if it's getting a bigger battery or
Uh-huh.
if it's just the efficiency is just gonna make it go up that much.
I think,
But hey, I
I
mean,
mean,
more
it would be
battery,
using more
better.
power, like because it would be stronger, like better hardware in it, right? So you figure battery life would go down.
No, so from what I understand, the fact that it's got the better hardware in it, it means it's using
Less
less
power
power
usage.
because it's doing it's not like the task is getting harder. The
Yeah.
task is getting easier for
Right.
the power to do. So
Okay.
yeah.
Well, I mean, I'm fine with my current Switch
So what?
because if they up the resolution frame rate, I'd be all over it.
Oh, same.
But if it's literally just better battery life, I'd stick with my own Switch.
Yeah.
But my biggest complaint was the Switch Lite. The way they advertised it was kind of stupid.
I don't like it. It
How
doesn't
so?
look.
So the dude literally went to like a skate park,
Yeah.
or they went to like various places and
And
then
as they're
pulled out a
skateboarding
Switch.
around him, as the guys are skateboarding around him.
Yeah.
I think they should have advertised it like you're on a bus or a train or something.
I don't know
Not
why
like-
they market these products like you use them when you go to a place to do a thing so
Yeah.
that you can play it instead of doing that thing to the
Right.
place you went to.
Also, the Switch Lite is like, hey guys, look, you can play the Switch by yourself a lot more efficiently.
Mhm. So I think the Switch Lite would be good for all the classic Pokemon fans.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think that's one big reason
Because
they
that's
want
what
to make it.
that's one of the.
Because just it's a literal Game Boy.
Yeah.
But that's also one of the things that they're launching, like when the exclusive Switch Lites with, right?
I don't
Yeah,
know.
they're making
A Pokemon bundle with it.
they're making a Pokemon version, Sword and Shield. Is it the
Oh,
light?
Lord help me.
Wait, is it the light or is it?
I think it's the light.
original.
I feel
don't-
like it is the light.
Because
Because
I'm not sure about that.
I
think
remember
it's-
seeing it at the commercial, if I'm not mistaken.
Because I have a 20th anniversary 3DS Pokemon.
it is a Switch Lite. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So there's that you're gonna have to spend money on.
But like I'm pumped to play Pokemon like on a big screen.
Yeah. See, that's the
Like I'm
issue.
excited to do that.
So, and the other thing is, I think the target the target market for this is younger kids.
Yeah.
You know, kids who
yeah,
weren't
it's
gonna
a
be
2DS.
playing.
It's
Yeah,
a 2DS.
exactly. It's probably going to be sturdier.
It's
The
probably going to
Joy-Cons
take.
aren't removable,
Yeah.
so that already is going to improve the just durability of the system.
Does it have a stand to hold it up?
I don't think so.
I think it does. I think it
I don't
does
think there
because
should be a
they
reason
showed
to.
you could still use it. in
Also,
that.
But I
how do
mean,
you
like you can't take the Joy-Con.
how do you
off, so-
No,
how do you
you'll have
sync
to
up
use
extra
other
Joy-Cons?
Joy-Cons
How do you
if you
sync
wanna
up
do that.
extra Joy-Cons to it?
How do you
Probably
what?
the normal thing. Just go to the menu and press
Yeah,
the
you
button.
just sync
it.
them.
Oh, you can do it that way?
Yeah, you
Okay.
can still do it that way. There's a sync button on the
I've
rail
never done
part.
it that way. I always just threw them on top of it.
Yeah,
It
you
is
can
easier.
Yeah, I mean, you can
Because
just go
it
to the
syncs
menu and
automatically.
press the L and R and it syncs.
Okay.
Yeah, so the Switch Lite will not have, because it won't have the removable JoyCons. I think they got rid of HD Rumble.
Yeah.
They said they think
Because it would be shaking the whole thing.
yeah
So,
they got rid of the infrared sensor
Mm-hmm.
at the bottom of the right Joy-Con.
Okay.
I think
They
that's
took out all
it.
the docking stuff too because you can't dock either.
Yeah, well, the docking stuff really was just the USB-C port at the bottom.
Yeah.
Everything special about the Joy-Cons they took out and stuff like that.
Yeah.
When they're attached.
It'll still have any
So-
NFC.
Yeah. So I mean, it'll probably be like what, $50 cheaper or whatever.
No,
like
it's $100
100
cheaper.
$100 cheaper. Okay.
Yeah, it's $200.
Okay.
So it's for the price
It's
that it got
literally like a
reduced.
Vita.
Yeah.
Yeah, for the price it got reduced to, and the functionality it took away, for the market.
Market?
for the market
You're on a
they're
roll.
targeting.
We can make a compilation of
We
these.
could for the market they're targeting. I think it's a product that is going to sell well. I
Oh, yeah.
don't think it's going to be like the Game Boy Micro or anything.
No.
You know? Yeah, remember that?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
remember
but
that.
There's like 50 of them.
There was something funny about those.
There was, but they were
'Cause
also
you just played it.
they
It's
weren't
just
a
like,
good product though.
Like the little square.
Yeah, it was just
It
like,
was just so weird.
Yeah.
it was just like, here we go,
Yeah.
Pokemon Emerald.
How much did that thing cost?
That thing cost like $100.
Really? I
If
thought it was
that.
like 50.
No, so they were like $100, but nobody bought them, and the people that did buy them were reselling them. And if you wanted one, you had to spend like $150 to $250.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, did
That's
not
what.
realize that.
Yeah, that's what Vitas are at like now too, because they're not making them anymore. So now they're just going up in price.
It's
Yeah.
kind of like that red Wii they made right at the very end of the life, where it
Yeah.
had like it didn't have
The Mario one?
Nintendo functionality. Not the Nintendo. It didn't have the GameCube functionality. Man, I'm just tripping all over myself tonight.
It's a hot day.
They removed the ports for GameCube controllers, so it
Yeah.
was like a miniature Wii.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
And they
yeah.
made that right at the end of its life. In fact, I think they might have even made it after the Wii U had started selling. I don't know anyone who got one
Wii
because
U
everyone
didn't
already
have-
had a Wii.
Yeah.
But
Wii U didn't have the game port either, or the GameCube port.
what did?
The Wii U.
Yes,
It
correct.
did not have those.
Correct.
Wii U didn't support GameCube.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Because Nintendo had that.
I'm agreeing with you guys.
I know.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Good.
Cool.
Cool.
We'll move on.
Cool.
All right.
Cool. But I think Switch Lite's going to be Christmas present to play like Pokemon on it.
It's gonna sell.
Yeah.
I will not be surprised if it does better than people are thinking it's gonna do. I think it's a product and they know who.
I think
they're
it's
selling
gonna
it to.
do well. I'm not excited.
I'm not the
I'm not
the
excited for it.
target
Yeah.
market.
Yeah. I mean, I have my
And
Switch.
Slow down to say it that time.
So I have my Switch, so I'm content.
Yeah.
I mean,
What else?
Anything else about the Switch?
Yeah. Dude.
Since we're on that topic.
Are we moving in? What do we want to do? Want to keep going with
I
this?
mean, we can finally get to crap we've been watching, right?
Watching/playing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Who wants to go first? Before we do that, hey everybody, Otakon is in 1 week, so
Yeah. We'll be at Otakon.
we'll be at Otakon and expect a special episode coming from BakaTaka then. All right, what we've been watching/playing.
You know when you say we're gonna be at Otakon, it sounds like come stop by our booth, say hi, hang out with us.
I
Let us
didn't-
sign something.
I
No,
said,
we're just gonna.
No,
I
we're
didn't
literally
say-
just going to be there.
We're just gonna
I
be
didn't
there.
say that. I said Otakon is in this week.
insinuated that.
No, but he brought it up because he's just like, yeah, we're going to that.
I mean, yeah, we are going to that.
Yes, but
We are
I
going
wasn't
to
talking
that.
about
It's not
that.
like
I
we're
was just trying
giga
to-
famous or
I was
something.
just trying to say that there's going to be a special episode.
Wow.
What
okay.
special episode? Us bored in a hotel room talking about weeb crap?
The intro continues. No, it doesn't.
Okay.
Who wants to go first?
I will go first.
George,
is
probably
going
have
first.
the least amount.
Yeah, so I haven't watched really anything. I haven't started anything.
I know something
This
that you
season.
watched.
The only things that I have actually watched, I started. I watched one episode of Evangelion because it's on Netflix now.
Only one.
And then I was told that's not the right Evangelion to watch. so I stopped. And
Okay.
I haven't found the
Okay,
right
wait a
Evangelion
minute.
to watch yet.
What were you watching? The sub?
It's just the Netflix version.
Just
One
the
half
Netflix
like
version.
stuff
Okay,
out.
I heard they cut stuff out, or it's some edition of
it's
it.
fine to watch it that way. It's if you've watched it previously and then you go to this version. That's what people are upset
No,
about.
you
is
gotta go
because
to
of-
those back alley websites and get a virus on your computer just to watch.
If,
the good.
if you're watching it for the first time and you're watching the Netflix version, you're fine.
No, you gotta
No big deal.
get a virus. It's worth it.
Yeah, install that virus.
What even is the difference, though?
Probably just there's some pretty screwed up stuff in the show.
Good, but
I mean, if I'm not mistaken, it's still there. Even End of Evangelion's on there, right?
yeah, I
I
don't-
don't,
End of Ava's on there.
did they
too.
finally add the end of Evangelion?
Did they finally what?
Did they finally add it? Because I remember when it
Yes,
first came out, they
yes,
didn't
yes,
have it.
yes, they've added it.
Okay.
Yeah, on there.
I'm
So-
then maybe watch it. I don't care.
Yeah.
Do whatever you want.
You'll be fine. You'll be fine because it's basically people are upset who have watched the show before and they're
Okay.
watching this version of it. If you haven't seen anything about it and stuff like that,
It's
not
just
matter.
pretentious
Yeah.
weebs.
Okay.
it's-
Well, then
Probably.
I'll get to that eventually. Well, since I wasn't watching that, I was looking for something to watch, so I started watching Code Geass.
Woo!
I think I'm 5 episodes in.
Mm-hmm.
Let me tell you something, everybody. I'm more excited about this than George is.
It's
Because
like-
way back when George was first getting into anime, I would mention, hey, there's this one anime out there called Code Geass. Maybe give it a try. And that was like 5 or 6 years ago.
it's been a while.
But I feel like Code Geass is like a meme within all of our friends. Because Ben texted me one day and asked me if Code Geass is a good anime or not.
Yeah, but didn't someone mention that to him or
No,
something?
nobody prompted him.
Nobody from.
It was
Jeff didn't
I
prompt
think
him.
it was
he didn't prompt
unprompted.
him.
Yeah. It was weird.
Yeah.
I remember you talking about that. Yeah. I was like,
I do remember this.
Yeah. Because I asked you if you mentioned Code Geass
Yeah.
to Ben. And I don't think Jeff mentioned it, so it's just unprompted.
Ben's
I certainly
he's a
didn't
closet
mention
weeb.
Probably. Or maybe Sam mentioned it. I don't know. But he was moved out. I don't know.
Sam
I'm
doesn't
overthinking.
Sam
I
doesn't
don't
know
know.
anything about
But
it.
back to your
Back,
Code
Geass
Geass
yes,
story.
yes. Tell us what you think about Code Geass, Lelouch of the Rebellion.
I like it so far. I'm waiting until it gets dumb, and then I'm like, wow, this is bad guilty crown.
So it
Pretty
gets
much.
down. Wait a minute. So you're at episode 5, right? Okay, so
Yeah.
you haven't got to like the silly episodes, like with the cat in the helmet or the pizza episode.
What?
There's some goofy episodes of Code Geass.
I've-
And
look,
Or the
all I
dumb
know-
mass murder.
oh yeah, that's fun though.
What?
I lied. That's not fun. That's entertaining.
Mass murder is not cool, but it's done very poorly. A couple times.
Wait, in Code Geass?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah,
Code
there's
Geass-
mass murder.
No, it's not done poorly.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's
Yeah,
not.
it is.
No, it's not.
Get out of here.
I will fight you on this for a good reason
Well,
because you
first
can't
of all,
defend yourself.
you can't fight him because I haven't seen it yet. Okay,
Correct.
no
Okay,
spoilers
let-
for me.
I'll do it without spoiling.
Spoilers for the listener, not for me.
No, let him
I-
experience it, and then we'll.
Okay,
we'll
listen.
duke it
I'm
out.
gonna justify this without even spoiling it. When it happens, it's because a problem happens to said character. Not gonna name which character. You know, there's only like 500 characters in Code Geass, and I just dropped that. Don't worry about it.
You.
Anyway.
You ruined everything.
The point where that happens, there's a. Actually, I can't say this without spoiling it.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna move on.
I'm probably gonna end up agreeing
I think
with
it's.
Eric.
I
No,
think it's poor.
Come back to this when you've gotten up to this.
I
point.
think it's.
You'll
poor,
know the point.
I think it's poor writing to progress the story.
You are absolutely wrong.
I think.
100% wrong.
I think he was
You-
written into a hole. It
you-
was like, how do I get out of this?
No,
Mass murder.
I completely disagree. You are wrong. You are incorrect, sir.
I'm gonna move Shield Hero to a 4.
And you do that as long as Code Geass reigns supreme.
Okay, look, don't do that.
Yeah, don't do that. Shield Hero is really good.
It's a 4 now.
Shield Heroes.
No, it's not.
Watch me.
You're an
I
elitist.
swear.
You're a
Anyway,
scrub lord.
watching Code Geass. It's pretty good. I'm enjoying it so far. It's moving way faster than I expected. Like
It moves pretty fast.
it spent no time
Yes.
just jumping into everything.
It gets things moving really quick.
Yeah.
There is some slow points that will eventually happen.
yeah.
But
Like
they
the
don't.
ballroom and the chess scene.
What's chess scene? There's like
The
1,000 chess scenes.
The one where he makes the meme where it came out where he makes an illegal move in the chess game. It's not actually like they don't point out it's a legal move, but he physically does an illegal move, but he like wins the chess match. Like,
Right.
It's stupid. There's a lot of boring
Okay.
nobility stuff
Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna watch it.
and mass murder.
You'll find out.
Yeah, and I also started watching Violet Evergarden again.
Woo!
And that is just as good as ever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so really like that.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it for me.
I
Haven't
believe
played
it.
anything, so over to Eric.
I think you've done more than me.
Yeah, surprisingly.
I had to
at
write it
least-
down because I couldn't remember.
Wait, you had to write down the 2 things?
Yeah, the 2 things I've done. So I finished Last Remnant. I was playing that last time we were talking.
Yes.
And I finally, so like I said last time, I didn't get very far in the game. I got stuck because I played the game not right.
You're not playing the game correctly.
Yeah, I was playing the game incorrectly. And then this time I put it over my knee, beat it up, and I finally beat it. I was going to go for like all the ultimate weapons for my characters and maybe do another New Game Plus, but then I realized I don't want to, so I just beat it. And then we were talking earlier about Tokyo Xanadu.
Yes.
I did start it up.
Okay.
I want to play it. I
Okay.
want to get through it.
Question. Have you not played it previously and then stopped like at a point
No.
or whatever? Okay, so this is
No,
like
like
your first
the only
time
thing I've
playing
done is like I fired it up, done like part of the introduction, and then I either got bored, sidetracked, or wanted to do
it.
something
Okay,
else.
so this is your first time.
But this is the
playing
first time I'm going to go through it.
it.
Like I'm going to play it.
Maybe I'll pick it up and we'll play it at the same time.
Yeah, the
It's
co-op
like,
it
yeah,
is.
hey.
It's really dumb. And then just normally playing Azure Lane, farming World 12 to get Chokai. Haven't got her.
Is Chokai a new ship?
She's just a world map drop, but she's a super rare, so she has a really low drop chance.
Like what? 2%?
Like 0.75% chance.
Ooh, gross.
Yeah. So I mean, it's just collection, so I'll get her when I get her. I don't
Yeah.
plan on using her. But, I mean, that's pretty much it.
Are these ships in Azure Lane?
Azure Lane.
Azure Lane.
Azure Lane.
Azure Lane.
Azure Lane.
These ships, are they like special edition stuff? Like you can only get them for a limited time? Do
Some
they do
ships are
stuff like
some-
that?
some-
There's event ships, yeah.
Okay.
But all event ships eventually come back into the pool,
Mhm.
either permanently or a rerun of the event. The only ships that don't come back are collaboration ships. So there's a Neptunia collab that's probably not coming back. There's a Kizuna Eye collab; those probably aren't coming back.
Okay.
And Japan, China, and Korea got Udawara Ramono collab that America.
Whoa, really?
Yeah, but North America or global hasn't gone.
Okay. Awesome. Well, before we move to Chase, I just remembered one more kind of piece of news.
Throw it at us.
Small piece of news because
Yeah.
I was looking at my list here. Akira.
Oh
So
yeah.
Taika Waititi,
Yeah.
who, if you don't just know him from his name, he is a Kiwi from New Zealand,
Yep.
and he was responsible for directing the best Thor movie, Thor Ragnarok.
Yep.
Okay.
And it has just been announced that he is returning to direct Thor 4, which is
But-
great, but
but
there's a
that-
downside.
what
The
that
downside
means-
is
He was the director to Akira.
exactly a
And
live
he's-
action Akira movie.
And he says that is on hold until Thor is done.
Yeah. And so you know more about this than I do, Eric, but from what you told me, essentially the
Yeah.
Akira movie, the live action one that Taika Waititi is directing,
Yeah.
is
I don't think it's
based on the manga,
yeah.
based on the movie, but
Yeah.
it's not either of them. It's
Yeah.
kind of an honorary Akira thing, takes place in that universe, with
Yeah.
probably same elements, themes, people,
Yeah.
but it is not supposed to be a remake of the movie with live action
Yeah.
or a
Right.
retelling of the manga.
Yeah.
It is supposed to be its own thing, which to me sounds like the best way to tell that story.
Yeah.
Because it from what I know of Akira, it feels like the manga is really good, but there's
Yeah.
a lot of stuff in there. If you try to cram
Yeah.
that into one movie, it's just not
yeah.
going to work.
Oh yeah.
And I did not like the movie, to be honest.
It was animated.
It was animated very well. The
I mean, for its
plot,
time,
though,
yeah.
Even to this day, it's still animated.
Yeah.
It's super.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, it's a beautiful movie.
Yeah.
But just plot wise,
I mean, the start was
Wasn't a
good.
huge
The ending
fan.
was
Weird.
Weird.
Kaneda.
But,
Tetsuo!
I think if anyone can do a movie like that justice,
Yeah.
I think he can, because he's proven that he has a very interesting take on things and he can make things very good.
Yeah.
So,
So that's on hiatus. Oh, the other thing. So I do read some manga,
Ooh.
and I've been for the past 2.5 years. The
Kaguya-sama.
not
Slow
Kaguya-sama.
reader.
Okay.
But it literally comes out every day. It's one page every day
Oh wow.
at like midnight our time.
One Punch Man.
No,
Oh.
it's Daily
I guessed.
Tomo. It's a Tomo. I don't know the full story name.
It sounds familiar.
But I showed it to you one time.
Okay.
It finally ended after 932 chapters.
So 932 pages.
Yeah,
Wow.
So it's like, wow.
yeah. But 2.5 years run, it finally ended, and all I can say is I am disappointed in the ending.
Whoa!
What is it? What is it about?
So it's about a redheaded girl, and she doesn't understand that she's actually like good looking, but she has a crush on her childhood friend June, and it's just her trying to figure out how to get June to recognize that she's a girl, because they grew up together and they like do karate and a bunch of like she's a tomboy.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
So she's just trying to get him to recognize her girlish features.
Huh.
So does that mean they don't get together in the end?
They
Is
do.
that why? Oh, they do.
They
Okay.
do.
Just not.
He doesn't like that they're happy.
No, it was like 30 chapters. It was like they finally admitted it, and then it was just like he wants to beat up her dad to like prove that he's allowed to date her.
He's
Or
strong.
the dad wanted to fight him and he needs to
prove
win
that
to
he's
date her.
worthy.
But it was just like 30 chapters of him like self-loathing and wallowing.
Oh.
And then it's just like, the author wanted to end it. So then like literally the last 2 days he released 4 chapters at once. And it was just like June powering up, beating up his dad, and then it ended.
Okay.
Yeah, it was very
I
rushed,
can-
very
I
disappointing.
can see why that would be
None of the-
lackluster.
None of the side characters got their stories finished off. Like
Oh,
Carol,
what?
Masuzu, all the side characters, their stories weren't
Why
tied
did
up.
he do what?
Yeah,
He worked on it for 2.5 years, and that's how he decided to end it.
Yeah, I think he just wanted to get it over with, because at that point,
I mean, if it's his story, I can't tell him not to do it. But that seems like a pretty like
yeah,
low move to just
Yeah.
ruin something
so, I
that
mean,
people have been following for so long.
I look forward to it every day to read it, and then the ending was just like
Oh well, it
Yeah.
happens.
Wrap it up.
yeah, but it happens. Mangas just sometimes don't have good endings.
Oof. And then they don't get made into anime.
And then the anime can't be better.
Right?
Unless it has an original ending, which is always proven to be good.
Soul Eater
Full Metal Alchemist.
Yeah.
are not good.
Well,
That's debatable. Anyway, on to Jase.
What have you done?
okay. I've been watching a lot of anime.
Of course.
Yeah.
I've been watching a lot, but I'm only gonna mention 4 of them. 4 of them.
Oh, only 4 of them.
Only 4 of them.
I hope they're not airing this season, because haven't you dropped this season?
No, that was last season.
Oh, that was last season?
Yeah.
But he still watched a bunch of stuff
You
from
watched
last
like
season.
7 shows.
Yeah.
You watched the most last season.
I don't.
Anyway.
Anyway.
I'm disappointed in you.
I completed the Mobile Police Patlabor.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Really like this. I mentioned this to Eric last week when we were driving here. There's 2 universes in Patlabor. There's the TV universe and then there's the movie universe. And
Okay.
the movie universe also kind of holds the OVA universe with it together, kind of.
Mhm.
And then there's the TV universe, which is like 47 episodes or something like that.
Mm.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed the TV universe, and I really enjoyed the movie universe. The problem is that the movie universe has a 3rd movie called W13, which it stands for Wasted 13, and that's what I kind of think about it, that it's wasted potential, because it's a movie that uses the Patlabor name, and that's all that they keep with the same universe. It has almost nothing to do with Patlabor. There is almost no labors in the entire movie until like the last scene. It jumps ratings because the show has been like TV 14 like up to this point, and now it's TVMA
Is
because
it like set in like the future or something?
so the show is set in the near distant future of 2002.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. And what's it called? Basically all construction vehicles are now like basically replaced by laborers, which are, mechs
Yeah.
and stuff like that. So they use mechs to do construction, and then this spawns a new kind of crime called labor crimes
Okay.
and stuff like
Okay.
that. So people are using them, like committing crimes and stuff like that. So they created the Pat laborers, the patrol laborers,
Yeah.
and they're there as a police force to stop labor crimes. terms and stuff like that. So there's they're specifically for that.
Yeah.
And so Wasted 13 there's like a monster in it. Nothing up to this point with like monsters and creatures and stuff like that. It's gory and it's violent. It has none of the characters other than like they come in for like a second. They'll like say a line. They'll go off.
Did it come out in the 90s?
Not this movie. This movie came out in the early 2000s.
Okay.
Yes.
That's
And-
even weirder then.
Yeah, it's
Because like 90s was the time when they came out with like all the super gory.
yeah,
OVA
90s
stuff.
and 80s.
Yeah.
Those OVAs that are just
Yeah.
like insane.
Yeah.
And so the Patlabor came out in like 88.
Yeah.
And so that's when it kind of started. And I didn't like this movie. It was actually like, in fact, I probably would have thought it was somewhat like all right if it wasn't a Patlabor movie.
Right.
But because it is, it's like, oh, no. Anyway, that's what I got to say on Patlabor. I really enjoy it. Not that movie though.
What'd you rate it?
Would I rate Patlabor? I
Yeah.
think it's 7.
What about that movie?
That movie was like a 5 or a 4.
That's still average.
Yeah.
Yes, but
Below average.
considering
2.
that's the only one that I rate lower than like a 7. The only
Yeah.
part of Patlabor, because it's all basically like really good.
Yeah.
Up to that point, the movie series is a little more serious than the TV show, but
Mhm.
yeah. Let's see. The other show that I finished was Mobile Suit Gundam Iron Blooded Orphans.
Oh yeah.
Season
I've heard very
1
good
and
things
2.
Really
about
good.
that.
My goodness, it's so good. I really enjoy that show. I will say though that while not being worse, season 2 feels very different from season 1.
Oh, yeah.
Very different.
Well, it
And-
feels very different because they're an established group
yes, and
instead of just straight pirates.
to tell you honestly, I thought that that's what was going to happen at the end of the show.
Oh, yeah.
And it happened at season 2. So I wasn't expecting it, and I really wanted more of season 1, where they were like, it was like they were going on a journey. They were doing like,
Yeah.
they were protecting and stuff like that, and they were just trying to prove
yeah,
themselves.
I mean
and
they were
stuff
just
like that.
mercenaries.
Yeah,
At that
it-
point.
They were basically just trying to become, other than wasted, what did they call it? Human debris or something like that.
Yeah.
That's what they call them or something.
Yeah.
And like they got to that point, like kind of by season 2, and I was just like, oh, okay. And then I wasn't a big fan of season 2, and then
Oh,
like
yeah.
later by the end and stuff like that, I was like, okay, this is really good.
The only thing that makes me sad is the fate of Biscuit.
Season 1,
The fate of Biscuit.
like my goodness, I knew it was gonna happen. I was trying to think like who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be
So
out of all these characters?
the craziest one was when that girl, when they were at the shopping center.
Yes. Oh, what's
The
her
go-
face? Lanther or something.
Yeah,
like that?
she was
Some with an.
she was a ex-missionary for that dude.
Yeah.
When the dudes just unload on her.
My goodness.
Oh,
They basically like she was about to join them, and then she realizes like, oh, I'll just like nod and stuff.
Like,
Like
they gave her
I'm not
character-
ready yet. Yeah.
they gave her character story development. They gave her like a potential like romance partner with one of the people in the
Yeah.
crew, and then they just unload bullets into her.
They show after the scene where she goes like her separate way. They show a quick scene with this like mafia boss and stuff like that, and
Yeah.
he's just like, we need to teach him a lesson and stuff like that. It goes back to them and stuff like that, and they're like, she's like looking inside. Like,
She's
the
picking a
store
teddy
area.
bear.
And she's like, oh, this looks like him. I think I'll buy this. She turns around and she's like, hey, I'd like to buy this one. They're like, okay. Immediately cuts to outside of it. A guy just pulls out a gun and starts shooting her, like unloading on her.
yeah, like 30s.
Dies
mafia.
there. They don't give her like any like falling down like or laying there, like in her dying like thoughts or something like that.
Wow.
They just unload into her.
She's dead.
So,
Crazy.
I mean, like if you want to get in, like if you want to watch a Gundam series, Iron Blooded Orphans is good to watch
I've heard
Yes.
very good things
because it's
about
not related to like the Universal Century or anything like that. It's its own standalone thing.
it. Okay.
I really enjoyed
Yeah.
Orphans.
Wow.
It's really good.
Let's see. I watched the first episode of Fire Force.
Cool.
You guys haven't seen that yet? Okay, so
We haven't watched anything.
yeah,
yet.
it's the same person who created Soul Eater. I will say I like this established basically like universe.
Mhm.
Like so Soul Eater was very like it was Halloween themed.
Yeah.
And then this one's like Exorcist firefighters and stuff like that. This one seems to stick to its themes more better than Soul Eater did.
Yeah.
Okay.
The animation's awesome. I only watched one episode and I thought it was really enjoyable.
So I mean, there's not a lot to go on so far.
Yeah.
Like story wise, at
Yeah.
least.
The characters seem fun.
Mhm.
You know, the kid, he's got the spiky teeth and stuff like that. When he's nervous, he does that grin
Oh, okay.
and stuff like that. So when he's always smiling like that, he's just actually really nervous.
Mhm.
So you can't tell if he's actually like smiling and he's like
Yeah.
really cocky, or if he's just like stupid nervous all the
Yeah.
time.
I got you.
Yeah, it's
Oh.
I really enjoy that. And then the last thing was that I watched The Ones Within. That's airing this season. It's not
How's that?
popular or anything and stuff like that. It's like not. I don't think it's like in like the top like
Let
15
me see
shows or
this
something like that.
picture.
But this one, it feels like a Spike Chunsoft game turned into an anime.
Okay.
It's so what it's about. Yeah, you see this one?
What a rating.
Yeah, I know, right?
What is it at?
6.78.
6.7.
Ooh.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
What's the Zoe 101 at?
I know, right? It's just really thrown up on
Yeah,
bird.
that's kind of weird.
It's basically about you take the concept, you know, where you grab like a bunch of people and you throw them like in a deserted setting,
Yeah.
and stuff like that. And so the I guess the draw of this one is that they're all Let's Players. Yes.
Okay.
The guy who
Okay.
captures them is a guy who wears an alpaca mask.
Okay.
Okay.
It's
All right. You don't have to. You don't
yeah.
have to say anymore.
It's really goofy. It's just kind of funny watching it.
Jeez.
I didn't say it's good.
Wait, okay. Why?
But you're going to continue watching it.
Oh yeah, it's very entertaining. It's really funny. Because like they're just doing stupid ways of like, so basically they have to get 100 million views counts and stuff like that, and they got like a counter on their wrist or something like that. And the more like they do and stuff like that, after like 2 episodes they get like 3 million views, so you know, only that's like 3%
Yeah.
done and stuff like that. But it's
Oh, no.
it's not good. It is entertaining though. That's all I gotta say on it.
That's
Have you started watching Dr. Stone?
I have not yet.
I
I
been
haven't heard the
putting it
best
off.
things about it.
You've what?
I've heard some not good things about it.
Yeah, about the start of it.
Yeah.
And so
I heard the first episode was kind of, it didn't live up to the hype.
I mean, I kind of thought it was just gonna be dumb from looking at that character.
I mean, looking at the style might not suit you, but like there was a lot of hype built up for the show.
because
And
the manga,
it's
the
fallen-
manga's
did
pretty
not
popular.
deliver?
It's
Manga's
fallen-
pretty popular.
Yeah,
Oh, really?
It's fallen
Yeah.
a little flat.
It was basically like Shield Hero popular.
Oh wow, okay.
Oh, okay.
Didn't realize that.
Yeah, that's why it's at like number 1 or 2 like on now right now. It's of popularity.
Cool.
Yeah, that's what I've been watching. You guys all good?
Yeah, that covers
Yeah.
everything for me.
Yeah.
All right. Well, everybody, you just evaporated another hour listening to BakaTaka, the world's greatest anime weeb video game podcast out there. If you don't agree with us, leave a comment in the comments down below.
And like and subscribe.
I don't have anything to add.
Ring the bell.
Ring
No.
the bell. That's your job.
Season 2, I don't have a job now.
Season 2, everybody. We're hyped and we're ready to excite.
Ring that bell for season 2.
Ring the bell for season 2. Anyway, we've been sitting on the left. It's
George.
middle. It's
Eric.
I'm Kick Puncher / Jase. I'm on the right. And don't forget to flex on them haters and get out of here.
Later.
Peace.
Get out of here.
I was browsing Reddit today. I like going to the JRPG subreddit just to see if anything new happens. Some dude posted something about all the slice of life stuff and how it might be killing the genre.
Wait, killing the slice of life genre? Or
No, killing the
it?
JRPG genre.
Oh, okay.
And then he brought up like Dragon Quest XI or something like that. He said he wanted like adventures to be like grand and stuff. And then he brought up Dragon Quest XI and everybody tore into him. And it was just like these huge like novel posts explaining their viewpoints. I'm just like, I just want to play video games.
Well, at that point, you wanted to look at what people were saying in the
Right, but it's
Yeah.
just like
in a
how-
positive way.
right, but like how can he type all this stuff out trying to convince each other when he has this point and it's like just play a video game. I don't care about your philosophical views on going from town to town.
You
to kill
need to
slobs.
understand the deeper meaning of the game.
What
Eric.
deeper meaning?
You obviously just don't get it.
You're right. You're right.
You don't appreciate the game
I'm
correctly.
just old. I just want to play video games.
You're not playing the game the right way.